Hello and welcome once again to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. Let's jump straight into it. We are looking at Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wave 2, which includes of course Cyclops, and that is the figure that we're taking a look at. 6 figures in total. You've got Madeline Pryor, you've got the Executioner, you've got Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, Magneto and Cyclops. And you know what? I didn't go for the whole wave. I wasn't interested in every single figure. I kind of wanted to wait until the TV show came out. And I'm kind of glad I did, because I'm not overly fussed about the Executioner figure. I do like the Magneto. He is slowly growing on me as the episodes go on. There's a couple of others there that I do like the look of. But either way, Cyclops was kind of a must-have. I don't know, he's the leader of the X-Men, isn't he? I'm enjoying him in the TV show. And I just thought, if I didn't get him, I'd kind of be frustrated in the future. So I thought I'd jump on him now and grab him while I could. And I'm pleased that I did, because he is a nice little update to the previous Cyclops in this particular uniform that we've had. So let's jump straight into it and have a look what we get. Now the first things first, we get a head with an optic blast. We get additional hands. We get 3 additional hands in total. And I'll play around with those in a little bit. And of course we get the figure as well. Now originally, like I said, I wasn't overly fussed about picking this one up, because I do still have my... Oh, what was the Build-A-Figure? Can't even remember what the Build-A-Figure was. Juggernaut Wave, I think. Version of Cyclops, front and centre of my collection. But anyway, I'll get to why I picked him up a little bit later in the video. He comes with the Optic Blast head, which isn't a new style. We've seen that with a couple of Cyclopses in the past, but it's a good accessory to have. It's, you know, Cyclops blasts out an optic blast from his eyes, so it's good to be able to have a kind of mix around with the heads and actually have that. So that's a good addition, and I think this is a good example of the Legends team giving us accessories with a figure that work with a particular figure. The additional hands are pretty basic, apart from of course the kind of 2-finger visor pressing one. And here he is. Here's my one from the previous wave. Now side by side they're very different. They do look very different, and I'm still happy to keep the Juggernaut Wave one in, because I think he looks a little bit more comic book, whereas this new version definitely looks a lot more animated. Now I've seen people online saying, can we swap the heads around? To be honest, now that I've got them in hand, I don't think I'd want to, but you can't really do it because the blues are different, so it does look different. So I'm not even going to try, because the blues are different and it'll just mess my OCD. They're not compatible. They don't swap over. You either have the Juggernaut Wave one, or you have the animated series one. You know, you pick. Now the reason I picked this one up is because we previously got these yellow and blue suits, X-Men, and I think the yellow and blues in this Cyclops work perfectly alongside these. So I'm going to add him to my collection that I have of the yellow and blue suits, just because the yellows and blues match, so it will look nice. One thing that I was frustrated about my Juggernaut Wave one is that even though he's with my kind of X-Men collection, he wasn't cross compatible with that new kind of blue and yellow lineup. So this animated version works perfectly, and you can put him in there. So that's what I'm going to do with mine. That's where I'm going to use him. Now about the actual figure, he is completely pinless, and he's got all of the articulation points you would come to expect in a Marvel Legends figure, including the, I think they're called butterfly joints. Now I'm questioning this, because somebody did ask me about butterfly joints the other day, but I've always called them butterfly joints in the shoulders, which allow the arms to obviously go further forward and further back, and kind of allows you to get into some nice kind of poses and stuff. So he's got all the points of articulation all the other figures would have. 2 points in the knees, 2 points in the elbows, wrist, shoulders, chest, ankles, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you can kind of pose him much the same as a lot of your other Marvel Legends. And I, for one, am a big fan of this new pinless technology. Now, pinless figures are not something new in general. We have a lot of other companies out there that do pinless figures, but pinless figures are definitely something new for Marvel Legends in recent years, and it's quite exciting to kind of see these figures being drip fed through, that we get new figures coming out with those pinless joints. So all in all, I think this is a very good Cyclops figure. If you haven't got a Cyclops in the yellow and blue, then definitely pick one up. I think my only criticism, and it's a very minor criticism, is he does look quite cartoony in the face and hair. But of course he's based on the X-Men 97 show, so I will let that slide. But yeah, all in all, a very cool Cyclops figure that me personally will be adding to my yellow and blue lineup. Thanks very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.